Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm making a video called What If Deku Had Genos' powers? Or what is Genos from One Punch Man? If you guys don't know who Genos is, he's a 19-year-old cyborg who works for the Hero Association. And, is the disciple of Saitama in the original series. And his hero name is the Demon Cyborg. So basically, we start off with a 15-year-old Izuku. No, with a 14-year-old Izuku who had just been found by a man, a doctor. His name was Dr. Fuck, I forgot the name. Hang on, give me a sec. Okay, so his name is Dr. Kaseno. And Kaseno finds a young Izuku who had just had who was armless, legless, and had almost no skin left on his body, on his torso. Oh, it's a complete meat maggot. Basically, he was like, "Hello, who are you?" He's like, as the doctor's like, "Oh Lord, what happened here?" A cyborg, as Izuku explains, a cyborg attacked him. It's like, I was in pursuit of a cyborg here. So basically, fast forward a few months later, as Izuku has been transformed into a robot, basically like Genos. So, and his closest friend, he actually had a few friends who didn't care about being quirkless. These being Katsuki Bakugo, Eijiro Kirishima, and Denki Kaminari. And also, a black-haired girl with who always kept her in a ponytail. Her name was Momo Yaoyorozu, daughter to the Yaoyorozu, to Takeda Yaoyorozu, who was close friends with Inko. So, basically, all of them were out of town, so they were lucky, because they heard about what happened, and that there was a boy that got missing, who was barely alive, well, somewhat alive, just had no limbs or anything. And then just imagine Genos with green hair instead, and then he will, and then fast forward back to Izuku's perspective. He's just been transformed into a cyborg. It's like, take you, Dr. Kaseno. So then he's like, I am gonna find out the robot, and I'm gonna destroy it. As he then leaves, sorry about that a train is passed by somewhere in my city, in my town, so that's my bad. As I was saying, so fast forward to when afterwards, Izuku woke up, and fast forward 5 years later, Izuku is 19 and is about to enter into UA. And this when UA is a college, and you have to be 18 or 19 to enter as a first year. Izuku applies at 19, and it had already been the first year, and the year has already started. He just hadn't been able to apply. So he applies and is in class 1A. Since with the help of Dr. Kaseno, who's actually close friends with Nezu, the principal at the school, he was able to get Izuku into class 1A, where he sees a red-haired boy, a black-haired girl with a ponytail, and an ash blonde hair boy, and a yellow-haired boy with a black line going down one of his, a part of his hair, a small part of his hair. He's none other than Momo Yaoyorozu, Eiji Kirishima, Katsuki Bakugo, and Denki Kaminari. They're like, he looks familiar. As he's just shocked and says, guys, is that you? And they just want him to say, Izuku? As they just run up and hug him, they're like, what happened to you? We heard about what happened 5 years ago. It's like, a man found me and turned me into a cyborg. And Izuku's quirk is actually Genos' ability to so he can see anything with his left eye. And his left eye can always be put back in or repaired. He can even get a cybernetic eye and it will still work. So basically, he does that, and he basically, and then he says, "Oh, you guys, I got my quirk too." They're like, "What's your quirk?" It's analyze. I can see anything with his left eye, and it has thermal vision, and it can scan living organisms. So basically, and it can even scan people. So yeah, every day like the USJ attack happens and stuff. And I'm gonna say that Kaminari has one for all. He can control up to 10%. And they've all been training hard in case if they get to find Izuku. As they all just spend the day after that catching up. And he's like, hey, you guys want to head back to my place? I'm not that far from here. They're like, yeah, sure. And I'm gonna say Dr. Kuseno bought him a house and stuff. And I'll say that the hero system works similar to the One Punch Man system. Except certain amounts can be put into certain classes. Like 20 heroes can be in A class. 40 heroes can be in A class. Around 50 heroes can be in C class. And then around the rest of them are in D class. So yeah. So fast forward to the next day. As Aizawa says, since we have a new student here, we're going to be retaking the quirk apprehension test. As the four are eager, as everyone's eager to see Izuku's abilities, and Aizawa let them have a free day due to there being a new student. And I'm gonna say that Dr. Kuseno actually applied to UA and told Nezu about what he did. He's like, I see. And he goes by Genos now. Well, he's gonna let his friends call him Izuku still. Or if he wants to call him Genos. So basically, and then by this time, they were also about to go to the USJ in a week. So after, and Izuku, as I says, throw this ball using your quirk. As Izuku does Bang's fighting style, because I'm gonna say that Dr. Kuseno has an quirk that allows him to put his age down. So he's around 200 to 300 years old or so. And I'm gonna say that he analyzed Bang's fighting style, which I forgot the name of. Pretty sure it was Fist of Water smashing rock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. So he does that. He gets in a stance like that, and he charges his energy into the ball, and then he throws it into and then he chucks it into the atmosphere. As Zala says, you got infinity, kid. Impressive. And then everyone's just shocked. They're like, he got infinity? As he just aces all the tests. Coming in first place. And then fast forward to a week later, they're about to go to the USJ. And they're like, and see you on the bus is like, Midoriya, what's your quirk exactly? As he says, oh, my quirk? It's called analyze. I can analyze any inorganic, organic. No, I guess I can sense anything in my left eye I can see. And I also have thermal vision for it too. So, yeah, and I can basically see anything. And once my senses pop, tingle, let me see a minute or two in the future, a few minutes into the future. Or I can sense something before it happens using my quirk. But you look like a cyborg. Oh, it says, oh, that's because I am part cyborg. And they're like, what? Yeah, you ever heard of the S-City incident? I'm gonna say that's the name of the city he lived in. They used to live in. They're like, yes. I was the sole survivor of it. Everyone else, or at least I know of, died. Except for those four. As he points at Momo, Bakugo, Kirishima, and Kaminari. Like, how did they survive? And he says, oh, they were out of town with their families. And they're like, oh. Yeah, I just with my mom that day. Well, I'm gonna find out where that cyborg is and I'm gonna destroy it. And I promise on that if it's the last thing I do. So basically, after as they get there, 13 tells a speech about how quirks can kill people. Or can be easily used to kill people. And then Izuku basically senses that there's gonna be a villains. As he's like, Aizawa, 13, there's gonna be villains attacking. It just straight up says it to him. As they just say, huh? How do you know this? My quirk. As he says, Tenya, go get all the teachers now. As Tanya just speeds off. Says he's 2 to 3 times faster than what he is in the original. Since he had 4 or 5 additional years to train his quirk. So he can use a separate burst for over an hour, for at least 2 to 3 hours before his engines give out. And then, sorry about that. Basically, Izuku basically jumps down there and is ready to fight the villains. And they're like, are you crazy, Izuku? As everyone says, are you crazy, Genos? He's like, no, I could take them on. As they're like you could defeat all of us. So I'm saying that the villains didn't get separated yet. They're like, hey, you really think you could take all of us on? I don't think I can. I know I can. As he just starts to charge his speed up, and he just rushes towards them. He's got almost blinding speeds. As he punches one of the villains, knocking them into a crowd of around 10 more villains, knocking all of them out. They did an impact. As he just starts to blast and punch and kick all the villains, knocking them all out. I was just surprised. And I'm saying that Bakugo's just timing this, and he's like, what the? he took out over the half the villains. It's not even 5 minutes. As they're all just shocked, like, not even 5 minutes? So, yeah, basically, they just, Izuku, by the time it hits the 5 minute mark, all the villains are down. It's like, And I'm saying that there was actually a legit 1,000 villains there. As he took them all out. As Shigaku's like, what? He's cheating, he's cheating. And he starts to scratch his neck ferociously. Almost causing him to bleed, actually. And he says, no, Cavalry, send a Nomu. As he says, Nomu, kill that brat. As he just rushes towards Izuku, ripping off one of his arms. As everyone's just horrified. I just grunts up like, ugh! As they just get to a speed and hit punching match. As he goes like, that's shock absorption. Well, as he just starts to rush around the Nomu, continuously hitting it, running down its shock absorption. As he finally readies his incineration cannon, as he says, goodbye, good riddance, Nomu. As he puts his hand at its head, as he rushes at it, puts his hand to its head, and it says, incineration. Burning the villain alive. Burning the Nomu's head. Destroying the brain and killing it. Killing it instantly. I was just shocked. Since I'm gonna say that this also, since he overloaded it, it also destroyed his arm. As he just got passed out. So I'm gonna say that he nearly damaged Izuku's core too. Dr. Kuseno comes, he's like, oh frick. He says, oh crap. He's like, I can repair him, but I need to get back to my original place. It's like, okay. As they just send him with hero escort to make sure that he doesn't get attacked. And his escort are Snipe and Midnight. So yeah, basically, fast forward a week later, Izuku is fast forward 2 to 3 days later, as they say, as Izuku is fully repaired, as he says, it's time for you to I'm gonna give you some upgrades, Izuku. Which, if you guys don't know, are basically his black metal arms he has right in this picture I'm showing. Izuku looks more of like this, but his hair is. But imagine Genos with green hair, and this is Izuku when he goes full power. Now, and Dr. Kusano gives him the ability to have his arms still inactive, and they can repair themselves. And he can also repair himself, too. As fast forward 2 weeks later, as it's the sports festival. So I'm saying that the sports festival happens 3 months after they start. As everyone's just excited, as they just see, as they say, can the class representative come out? Come out to give a speech, which I'm saying changed to Izuku after what the heroes saw. And I'm gonna say that everyone heard about what Izuku did. They're like, wait, it's the kid that took down over 1,000 villains in over 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. And they're like, look everyone, this is especially towards the hero course. Just because we were attacked, especially to my class. Don't let one single villain attack. Let squander your dreams. Don't let it do anything bad to you. Use it as experience. turn that experience into strength and learn from your mistakes. We all made it to UA to prove that we're worthy to become great support heroes, business people, and heroes. So don't let yourself don't doubt yourself. Work hard and never give up. It says, scream it with me, everyone. Go beyond. As everyone screams it with him, Blast Ultra! The crowd just starts applauding, as he has like such a heroic speech, only from a 19-year-old too. So basically, after that, Midnight announces the race, and then he's as Mike says go, Izuku jumps up and jumps on the walls and starts bouncing off from Gran Torino style. As he goes his half his maximum speed, as he just starts rushing, taking out all the 0-pointers in almost a blink of an eye almost. And I must say that Todoroki actually trained his fire quirk when he hit 15, after he realizes this is my quirk, not my damn old man. I forge my own path with my own power. As he trains his fire, and as he can combine them, as he can combine them basically, and they'll become he can make like a fire and ice spear, which will freeze his opponent and then burn him, melting the ice also. So basically, Izuku gets first in the race, and then skip to the cavalry battle. And I would say that he teams up with all of them team up with Kaminari in the front, since he uses electricity to stun the people in front of him. Momo on the side for side protection on one side, Kirishima on the left side, and Bakio in the back to watch their back. And then they managed to keep the headband due to Izuku's reflexes and the strategy that he and Momo came up with. So they managed to keep their 10 million points, coming in first place. Hang on. Alright, just got this. I have a water bottle with me, now I just had to get a drink. How long am I at? Oh, 23 minutes. Okay, that's pretty good. So basically, then after that, it's the battle. It's the 1v1 tournament. As Izuku is against a boy named Hitoshi Shinzo. As he says, as Shinzo says, it must be nice having been born with a quirk that would be good for a hero. I was born with a villainous quirk. But Uzura warned him about his mind control. Izuku just didn't pay attention. And he just rushes at him. And Shinzo realizes it's not working, as he just punches him in the face and then kicks him in the stomach. This sends him flying out the ring. As he's like, listen here, Shinzo. I wasn't born with this power. I was turned into a cyborg after my city as my original hometown was attacked. I barely managed to survive if someone hadn't come save me and turned me into a cyborg. Then my quirk awakened. My quirk only allows me to analyze They see living organisms, which such as monsters and humans, and I have thermal vision. Remember, the sports lesson is watched live across the world. Like, so basically, all the world is hearing this. I was just like, you've been too stubborn just to train your body. You can't always rely on your own quirk. You have to rely on your strength too. Your physical strength, agility, and prowess overall. You can't always rely on your quirk. What if you're born with a villain quirk? You could turn that quirk into a quirk of a hero. You could become a hero with a villainous quirk. Take it. Take people like Deborah, for instance. Sure, he has a messed up personality because he wants to be number one, but his quirk is powerful, and he turned it, and he still became a hero. Despite him, people probably believing he had to, his personality was probably that of a villain, due to him just wanting to be number one and being obsessed with it. So then next up is Izuku versus Shoto Todoroki. And also Shoto took these words to heart and started training. And he also says, I'll try throwing a good word for you. And let's get strong. As he puts his hand out to his Shinzo, he says, now let's get stronger. Together. As Shinzo takes his hand. So yeah. Sorry if you hear a bit of music in the background. My brother's playing music, for sure. Or my mom is playing music because she has to go to work here and soon. But never mind. Sorry about that. That's my brother, actually. So yeah. Next up is Izuku versus Shoto. Shoto Todoroki, son of the number 2 hero. Now, this one I'm saying Ray became the number 4 hero. He's also the son of the number 4 hero. And then he's like, good luck, Midoriya. I wish you the best of luck. It's like, you too, Shoto. I can tell you're strong. Hopefully we can have a good fight. Izuku charges up his speed as Shoto readies his ice and fire. And he can use them both simultaneously. Now, Oda shoots a fire blast towards Izuku, which he counters with his own energy blast. Izuku rushes at Todoroki, signing a punch at him, which Todoroki barely manages to dodge. Izuku then sends a kick at him, as Shoto blocks it. As Todoroki sends an ice glacier at him, Izuku blasts it sends another energy blast and blasts it, destroying the iceberg. As they just start to trade blows to each other. Shoto almost sending an icicle through one of Izuku's arms. Izuku's like, hey, time to show everyone my upgrade. And he just, as a suitcase just comes out of nowhere, and he just throws it and says, cybernetic upgrade! As he just jumps up in the air, flips him. As he just he just turns into this, as you see in the picture. His shoulders gain the blades, and his arm grows elbow blades. As Shoto summons an ice sword due to how hard he trained his quirks. So basically, he rushes at Izuku with fire and ice swords in hand. As he just punches Izuku, as he just starts to slash at Izuku having the blades on his arms, just basically clashing with Todoroki's blades. As Todoroki manages, as Izuku kicks him up in the air, as Shoto slices him in half. But Izuku's bottom half kicks him as he just reforms. And he says, one final attack, Shoto. As he just charges up to full power and readies an energy blast. And he's like, oh no. As I hear say, what? He's gonna He's gonna slightly overload his core. This can leave him passed out for the rest of the sports festival. As he charges his power down to 99%. And he just says, ultimate move. Final incineration! As he pulls out both his hands, sending out a massive energy beam. As Shoto counters with his, as says, ultimate move. Flash freeze heat wave! Which is basically the move he uses in the canon. Except it's almost 10 times more stronger. Their powers clash as they see Shoto Todoroki out of the ring. Izuku Izuku Genos Midoriya standing in the ring. Part of his body destroyed. His right side almost completely destroyed. But it reassembles. I just have like power core at 1%. As he just puts in a spare power source. As he just says, that's better. Anyways, that's it for today, you guys. Have a good day and adios.